Dolazar back at the helm in Sundowns and facing his old side. Two sides lying in the top half. Kaizer Chiefs are in fifth place, with Sundowns lying third at the moment. It's very tight at the top. Are playing their 21st game, so it's all very tight at the top. Still all to play for. We had a torrential downpour this afternoon, but conditions are very pleasant for football right now. Siyabonga Nomvete on the charge here again. Good challenge coming in from Michael Manzini. Vele Nomvete, and who travelled with Bafana to Mauritius. He's got 7 goals in the Premiership this season, 8 in all, 1 in the BP that he got. As Paul Evans, who's keeping John Kale on the bench these days, goes the way of Kaizer Chiefs. Joseph sends this one to the centre spot. Matthew Booth heads it into touch. Moshi Nettoground, the man who will be the animated Paul Dolazar. Fans love to hate him. Love him or hate him, you certainly can't ignore Paul Dolazar. And I think he's always an asset in the game, in the South African game. He's had so much success with clubs here. Now Malcolm Tembu on the first run for him. Good looking ball, but too cool by Mabedi. Fils Moloi. Matthew Booth tidying up at the back. Now Jabu Pule, good ball here from Nomvete to chase. Still Nomvete, still Nomvete going. Leaves it in the path of that Pule, just gone wide of the upright. Jabu Pule didn't quite get a hold of it in the end. Didn't quite get a hold of it in no direction as well, as it just went wide. A good idea though, and a good build up by Chiefs. Good work again by Nomvete. We saw him do this so often for Bafana on the weekend, just with the final ball letting him down, but on this occasion did well to lay off to Pule, who should have forced a save out of Evans. Play continues now. Chiefs have it back with Fils Moloi. Now Pule again. Back into the path of Pule. Mufala comes away with it for Sundowns. Daniel Mudau can't stay on his feet. Chiefs have it now with Mbutu. Never want to sit on the bench. Now the Chuku train. Catch out. Brian Baloy opts for safety first and puts this in onto touch. The Kaizer Chiefs goalkeeper. Really, I would hate to be a reserve keeper at Kaizer Chiefs, because Brian Baloy is a man who's so rarely injured. Always turns out and is always on top form for Chiefs. So it's very hard for any reserve keeper to get a game playing second fiddle to Brian Baloy. The Chiefs now build again out of defense. This is Nzama. Good ball laid off for Nosep. Great tackle by Lavas Mufala. Playing with some confidence. Lavas trying to run around his man, but loses out. Kumalo now too close to Evans, who spills it. Good cover defense there by Ajal, clearing the danger. So first I thought this would be comfortable for Evans, but he made a hash of it. Unfortunately for playing it with Cyril Zama, and a mistake by Kosha here. What can Chuku punish them here? Rafal Chuku. He's got 2 men on him, and in the end, well done by Cyril Nzama, puts that out of play for a throw-in. All of about 7 meters tall. Of course, I'm saying that facetiously. He's only about 2 meters, but for such a big man, he loses too many balls in the area. Now Pule twisting and turning, but in the process, his men got marked. Pule again with a bit of trickery. Started by Manzini. Lays off to Dr. Kumalo. Back to Kumalo again. Doctor with a good ball, trying to release Malcolm Tembu. Tembu did well in the end there to keep that in play, but under such slippery conditions, he was never going to stay on his feet. So easy for Paul Evans to tidy up there. Dangerous play Fitumba with a quick ball taken. Chance for Chuku. It's in the back of the net. Would you believe it? Would you believe it? That is extraordinary stuff. Rafael Chuku, in only his second game in Sundowns, in his second game back for Sundowns, has put Sundowns in the lead. Credit must go to Roger Fitumba for his vision and quickness and alertness to take that free kick quickly. And Roger Fitumba, Rafael Chuku makes no mistake. So quarter of an hour gone, it's Kaizer Chiefs 0, Sundowns 1. I did say before the game that their nemesis and their tormentor is back, as I referred to Rafael Chuku back in the Sundowns side. I did say he's back to torment Kaizer Chiefs, and I can see the headlines now. Chuku back to haunt Chiefs. Dr. Kumalo now. Robert Nosep. Still Nosep going. Nosep looking for someone to make a run for him up front. Comes now to Mbutu. Mbutu cutting inside and will win the free kick. Lavas Musala is challenged late. So then, what a story we have here at Ellis Park. Mbutu completely wrong footing Lavas Musala. So then the free kick comes in. Away by Matthew Booth. Now Daniel Mudau. It's loading here to Muturi. Now Fitumba again. Great ball in the path of Chuku again. This time it's in the path of Muturi. He couldn't finish it off. Still alive. Away now by Dr. Kumalo. In fact, he's just hooped that straight up. Now Mguni has a shot. Baloy gets down well. Anxious moments now for Chiefs. As a chance here now for Nomvete. Leaves it behind him. Matthew Booth does well. Mutluhi. Now the pace of the game having picked up a couple of strides now, is Sundowns now in full cry. Fitumba. Poor ball by him. Dr. Kumalo. Now Mbutu gives it away. Roger Fitumba. General. Now Kumalo takes over from Fitumba and wins the free kick. As I said, we've seen this tactic used before by Dolezai in his days at Chiefs to put Dr. Kumalo on Roger Fitumba, and on that occasion Fitumba, the man conceding the foul, Matthew Booth, who was somewhat dangerously there, could have gone anywhere, but it's gone out for a corner kick. Second corner kick of the game for Chiefs. So look at that, Matthew Booth. He could have gone anywhere. But it's a corner kick then to Kaizer Chiefs. So Chiefs will have the hard work to do to come from behind. Now then, coming in from Rosep, but way too high. Approach 20-minute mark. Look at that ball again. I'm not sure whether he was attempting a cross or he was trying to chip Evans. Either way, I fancy the goalkeeper had that one covered all the way. And now the keeper puts it straight out into touch. Hey, here's then Rafael Chuku, the Chuku train in full steam now. He has put Sundowns ahead. In the 15th minute of the game. Now Matthew Booth loses to Siabonga Nomvete. This could be dangerous. Still Nomvete going. This is a good run. And that is a penalty. Referee has pointed to the spot. So have a look at it again. immediately Ajao took his feet from underneath him. And I don't think we can dispute that one. That certainly looks like a penalty. Nomvete, his pace getting, of course, the better of Sundowns. Ajao beating for pace and forced to clip the ankles there. So immediately a chance for Chiefs to draw level. Couldn't have come at a better time from their point of view. And immediately there's a card. And the Sundowns players remonstrating with the referee. This is quite unnecessary. Perhaps they should take a look at the monitor behind them, which we have the benefit of here at Ellis Park. Nonetheless, it's not going to change the decision of Mr. Lawrence Mundachugu. This is a penalty. The result of a foul on Siabonga Nomvete, who was bearing down on goal. A bit of divine inspiration being sought there, because the penalty is not a goal. Evans now will look to put his man off. We've seen him do this very successfully in the past as Evans. So it's Nomvete to take it himself, and it's rooted in the back of the net. So 20 minutes gone, and it's 1-1. Well taken, penalty then by Siabonga Nomvete. Paul Evans dived the right way, just couldn't get his fingertips to that one. So got a few players out there, but Sundowns do have the aerial advantage as far as the taller men is concerned, as Pule has a touch to control. Comes to Kumalo again, swings on into this middle, headed away by Ajao. Now Siabonga Nomvete. And that could have, danger there. And well dealt with in the end by Mike Manzini. Siabonga Nomvete working a bit of magic here. And his shot just coming off the head of Manzini. Again, that could have gone anywhere. It's a corner for Chiefs again. Far post this time, and the header from Mabedi's wide. In fact, it was Nzama who had it for Sundowns. If you have a look at the Downs bench, Tolazar with his old pal and assistant Neil Tovey. Let's look at the foul count just creeping up on the Chiefs side now. Shootimba in the path of Bennett Mkuni, has a crack. Aloy gets down well. From a free kick, well taken by Roger Fitimba, put in very little. Boshat doing good work at the back. Loses out now to Mukluhi. Samake in the path of Chuku. This could be danger. Brian Aloy does well. Aloy did well there to come off his line for a yellow card. Now Kumalo offloading there to Mbutu. Mbutu finding Nomvete. Ross and Robert Noseb now. Noseb across the face. A goal, poor ball. Ronnie Cananello, the second choice, or the then second choice keeper, played. But Paul Evans seems to have made this number 1 jersey all his own. Kumalo doing well there. Great skill by Kumalo now. Robert Noseb, something on here for Chich. This is Nomvete! Back across the face of goal, but the flag for offside was up. Great play there by the Chiefs. Forwards. But Nomvete just mistiming his run. The Sundowns can catch them on the break here. Now it breaks down as Mbutu takes over again for Chiefs. Great ball in the path of Molloy, but Paul Evans does very well, coming off his line. Still Chiefs have it with Pule. Still Pule going. And Bennett Mkuni gets a foot out there. 2-shot interception. But it's still Chiefs coming forward. Patrick Mbutu. Malcolm Tembu in the path of his skipper. Robert Noseb now. Osha on the overlap, joining in the attack. And that is the sort of effort you would come to expect from defender. This is that offside. Oh, very marginal. That's a touch and go decision by the near side official. Oh, this is Nomvete again. But this time is under 23, who's a Namibian international counterpart. Injury there, he had to have surgery to his ankle. Troublesome ankle that has been for Chiseve. Not quite sure when he'll be back in action. Now it's Nomvete for Chiefs. Jabu Pule. Jabu Pule shuffling around. Kumalo. Clever ball over the top for Moloi, who's onside. Ball from Moloi. This is danger for Evans. But it's gone over the top. And the referee has pointed towards the corner. So just for the time being, Chiefs piling on the pressure. Please Moloi, driven hard and low. It's a good idea. That's the sort of ball that just needs a touch and could go anywhere, including the back of the net. So Chiefs now with the 5th corner of the game, getting just the one to Sundowns. Kumano will swing this one in again. This time to the near post. Do it again. Manzini. So the doctor will float this one again. That goes flat now. Shot coming in there from Mobutu, well blocked. Bennett Mgunu with a good first time ball for Chuku, but Chuku looking for support, no one there. He's looking to lay off that ball, Chuku. Good idea, just no understanding with his striking partner, Daniel Modao. So we're coming up to the halftime mark. So it's still Kaizer Chiefs 1, Sundowns 1, with 5 minutes to go in this first half. Salah too close to Brian Baloy. Baloy now with a long ball from Nomvete Jabu Pule to chase. It's Mamelodi for Chiefs. Kumalo, good ball for Nelson. Now fight for Moloi. Here's Moloi. Full ball from Moloi. Easily dealt with by Evans. Now Semake breaks again for Sundowns. Chichimba. Salah. Trying it with his skipper Modao. Haven't seen much of Daniel Modao in this game, but be sure that you won't see much of him. You will see him when he pops up with a goal. As it falls now for Bennett Mgunu. Now Mushala. Away by Mabedi. It's now Cyril Nzama looking to come break out of defense for Chiefs. That came off. In fact, the referee overruling his linesman or his assistant and giving the throw into Sundowns. And it's Daniel Modao now. Across the middle for Chuku. Crucial header by Mtembu. Very crucial header. Had he missed that one, the Chuku train was hissing behind him. So corner now, only the second corner of the game for Sundowns. Chiefs have all of 6 corners. So then, what can the general do with those one? Ashley Booth has pushed up again. This time, Booth getting ahead to that one. Now, shot comes in. Good shot by Charles Much. $4 out. So, as far as the league encounters are concerned, as I said, the last time they met in the league, it was 3-1. And they could use the skills of a man like that, I'm sure. 4th official, Ronnie Marule. There's a cross from Lavas Musala. Final Chuku there. Good work by Mabedi. That was a good cross by Musala. Now Mutluhi will have a crack from range. That wasn't too far off. That was not too. Scoreline 1-0. As you see there, Chiefs advancing. We'll be back. We will see, and we certainly, if the first half is anything to go by, you don't want to miss the second half. So Malcolm Tembu. Osep. Fitimba getting a little scrappy in the middle there. Now Masala in space out wide. Can't deliver a telling ball, but Fitimba almost sneaks in a ball for Benetton Guni. But Brian Baloy was alert to the danger. So look at that ball again from Masala. Fitimba almost getting a ball through for throw-in. Cyril Nzama now, looking to go on a little run himself. Nzama going, he's got some pace. Now Jabu Pule, Sundowns players appealing, saying that had gone out, but instead it's gone behind now for a corner kick for Chiefs. Good first one in this half. Will Evans just directing traffic in front of him. So Kumalo will take this one. So it's aimed at the far post. Evans comes out, doesn't collect. Danger is averted though, as Lovers Mashala will bring it out for Sundowns. Lovers now puts it out for this very slight frame. On fancied, he will always battle against defenders the size of Mwisi Ajao. You just saw there the physical strength of Ajao, too much for Pule to deal with. Osep now to his countryman Nosep. Long ball from Zama. This one is in the path of Mbutu. Chance here for Nomvete. Has a crack, a great save, and again by Paul Evans. Great goalkeeping by Paul Evans. A great double save by Paul Evans. Sundowns now looking to catch Chiefs on the break. Look at this again now. Good work by Mbutu and Nomvete, and great goalkeeping by Evans. Did well, did Evans here. Came off his line. Closed the angle on Nomvete. Again the follow-up save from Mbutu's shot. Superb goalkeeping. Now the action continues with Chiefs in attack again with Malcolm Tembu. Still Tembu. The space here on the left. Cross into the middle is a poor one. Cut out by Matthew Booth. What you don't see out of the picture is a highly animated Paul Dolezal. Paul Dolezal never one shy to make himself heard. On that occasion, less than happy with his defense. So an opportunity gone a begging and a miss by Nomvete. Must be said that Nomvete's strike rate is really disappointing. He should really score more goals when you consider the number of chances that he does get. Clear-cut chances at that. This is Bosha keeping calm, playing it all the way back to goalkeeper Brian Baloy. Now Zama looks to go on a run. There's the ball over the top. This one, Dr. Kumalo brings it down well. Good work by Dr. Kumalo. Pule, Nosep, trying to lay it back on the path of Kumalo, but not a good ball. Now Fitimba trying to release Chuku. Lifat Bosha opts for safety first. Great play by both sides, by Chiefs on the ascendancy for the moment. It's Benetton Guni now. Fitimba with that trickery with that left foot, most educated left foot in South African football. Now Nomvete, he's only got support from Pule inside of him. Still Nomvete twisting and turning. Possibility here for Chiefs. Hasn't Nomvete done too much? I fancy he has. What a waste in the end by Nomvete, but reprieve for him because he'll win the corner kick. But should have laid off. I fancy should have laid off much earlier. Look here as he turns Matthew Booth inside out. There's what I thought he should have laid off just before that challenge. But anyway, Chiefs have possession with a throw-in, or rather a corner kick. Mano, as always, to take. This one aimed at the far post of the header from Nomvete. Just going across the face of goal. Nomvete misjudging that bounce. Now comes to Mushala, who goes back to Booth. There's a Sundowns player down. Gets up now. Out of the picture. Dr. Kuman turning on the magic. Good 1-2 here by Pule and Malcolm Tembu. Still Tembu going. Opportunity here for Chiefs. Tembu into the side netting. The angle was always going to be awkward from Tembu. Once he had been pushed wide by the defender, but great little 1-2 here with Jabu Pule. And just running away from Matthew Booth. Disappointing by Lifat Kosha rather. See Kosha all over the back there of Kapamba. Looks like he actually stood on his. So free kick in a very dangerous position. Matthew Booth has pushed up. Now then it goes on into Brian Baloy, comes out. Seemed to be impeded as he came out to collect that one, but referee didn't see it that way. It's going to be another. It's going to be a corner to Sundowns. Roger Fitumba. Baloy with the last touch, so that's thus the corner. Now look at the difference in height there between Booth and Daniel Mudau. Now Chiefs preparing to make a change. They're looking to bring on Daniel Matsau and taking off Robert Nosep, who's been a bit quiet in the second half. So they bring on Daniel Matsau, under 23 international. In fact, Matsau will, as of tomorrow, will no longer be under 23 because tomorrow is his 24th birthday. So Matsau then comes in, checks in place of Robert Nosep. The Chiefs look to make this pressure tell. Corner comes in. Behind again by Cyril Nzama. Sundowns meantime are also preparing to make a change. Isaac Shai preparing to come in. Now the corner comes in. It's a dangerous looking one. Well held by Baloy. Looks to get on with it quickly, does Baloy. Good quick ball here now. Chance here for Nomvete to go on a little run. Matsau with the first touch. Has a shot! That's gone wide! So good quick thinking by Brian Baloy to bowl that ball out quickly. And in fact it looks like the Chiefs have the corner. It's Matsau's shot. And Evans got a touch. So that looked like it was just about to sneak into that left-hand upright. So Bennett Mguni's had a disappointing game by his usually high standards. He makes way now for Isaac Shai. Isaac Shai, who also this season has gone off the boil somewhat. He's got 2 goals in the league this season. And now he comes in to look to see if he can change things for Sundowns. Corner, short one taken. Kumalo into the middle looking for a header. Away by Mushala. Now Mbutu for Chiefs. Looking to cut inside. Loses out. Now Shai with his first touch. Mutluhi. It's Mutluhi looking for a run. Cut out by Lifat Kosha. Remember, this one of 2 Castle Premierships matches being played tonight. Jomo Cosmos are fighting it out with at Wits University. Cosmos, of course, the form team, currently lying 4th in the Premiership. Also on 33 points level with Sundowns, but having played 20 games, 3 more than Sundowns. They are away to Wits University today as Chiefs come forward again now. They'll run here as the man goes down under the challenge. But referee waves play on. Zama going down there. You'll have to track back quickly, Will Zama, because Sundowns are looking to break here now. Moisia Zhao. Rafal Chuku in acres of space. Does well, that's Chuku. Now back inside, away by Osed. Now Jabu Pule. Siabonga Nomvete. There's this one with Pule. Goes on a run again. Good play here by Chiefs. Still Nomvete stays well on his feet. Now he goes down and the referee has pointed to the penalty spot. This is unbelievable. And as you would expect, the Sundowns players lay siege on him, and referee Monachoko is going to book someone here. Well, let's have a look at this again. Matthew Booth is beaten, and look at that, pulling on Nomvete. Ooh, touch and go. Well, he was pulling and tugging on Nomvete's shirt. And well, the referee has pointed to the penalty spot, and referee will have to take charge here now. So Matthew Booth, that seemed a little harsh, but he seemed to be pulling and tugging at Nomvete. But the referee has in fact, what has the referee decided here? It's a little confusing here. Referee seemed to point to the penalty spot, but now he's booking someone. We'll have to wait and see. Paul Dollars are looking bemused. It's a little confusing. It's hard to tell at the moment what the referee has called on this one. So it looks like Matthew Booth is the player who was booked. But nonetheless, Paul Evans puts the ball down and it'll be a penalty for Chiefs. And it's Siabonga Nomvete who steps up to see if he can put Chiefs in the lead for the first time in this game. So, just wait, referee waits for Evans to take his place. And it's Nomvete versus Evans. It's in the back of the net. Goal number 9 for Siabonga Nomvete in the Council Premiership. And he puts Chiefs 2-1 up. Well taken penalty by Siabonga Nomvete. Puts Kaizer Chiefs in the lead. Delight on the bench of Chiefs. But the recriminations, I'm sure, will continue long after the game. Sundowns players feeling hard done by. As we get underway again, Futumba. Now then, Chiefs again with a full head of steam here. This is Mbutu. He's got Matao in space. Poor ball to Matao. Played that one behind him. Confirmation of the score. 2 goals from Siabonga Nomvete. Matao to Nomvete. And now Matthew Booth showing some frustration. Just shoves Matao off the ball. This is most unlike Matthew Booth. He'll have to keep his cool, because I think he was booked in that fracas that happened after the penalty was awarded. He will have to be very careful. So the game, just for the time being, training to get out of hand. And Lawrence Munatoko, the referee, has stopped play because Patrick Mbutu is down. See Matthew Booth there with the grace of a bull in a china shop. Heaves Matao off the ball. would appear that Mbutu is cramping as we have a look at that incident again. Matthew Booth. Moment of madness there. Mbutu is going down his box. Ahmed Ocean clips this one in fact straight against the wall. Kumalo picks up for Chiefs. Over the top by Makontembo. And now straight into the path here of Mbutu has a shot! Wide! In fact, that was Cyril Nzama who had a shot there. Cyril Nzama just shooting wide. Dangerous play here by Lavas Mosala, heading it straight back to Nzama. And Evans was a beaten man. So dangerous by Lavas Mosala there, but he would have been relieved to see this one go wide. Brian Baloy just watched that one go over the crossbar, but it's a corner kick. Mabota preparing to come on here for Chiefs. Chiefs with their last throw of the dice. Mbutu has played his part in the game and he now makes way for young Isaac Mabota. He'll also take up a defensive role here in midfield as Chiefs look to consolidate this lead. Corner comes in now. Away. Comes now to Musala. Chuku. In fact, that's a Jao. Now hit up from Booth. Should have done better. Credit to Booth for winning the header. Was somewhat critical of the number of headers he wins in the box. Futumba with a cross and over the top by Booth. There you go then. Let's hope that footage makes its way to the police, as this is nothing short of vandalism, and Sundowns are going to pay dearly for this. They will be disciplined, no doubt, for this. And Matthew Booth really been frustrated in this game, and a bit of dissent and a few choice words for the referee and him. A second bookable offence. Although Lazar looks dumbstruck. Now Chiefs looking to break out here now. This has gone out of play. To be a throw-in for Kaizer Chiefs. The referee still playing time. We've had nearly 4 minutes of time added on. Tembu. Matau turns his man well and goes on a run. This is still Matau going. Good work by Ajao. Still Matau has it. Now Ajao wins it back. Isaac Shai, who we've hardly seen since he's come on, seems to have taken a rather unfamiliar position in the field. Lavas Mosala goes on a run. Shai lays it back for Mutluhi. Now give Kapamba. Good tackle by Mabedi. And as Zama brings it out, referee Lawrence Munatogo blows this game to an end. And Kaizer Chiefs hang on to win by 2-1. 2 Siabonga Nomvete penalties, one either side of the break. And Chiefs have the victory. That will move them to 36 points, level on points at the top now with Pirates and Santos. And Sundowns go down again, and Siabonga Nomvete for his 2 goals and really has tormented the Sundowns defense. Created a lot of opportunities, was well kept out by Paul Evans, who also had a good game in goal. But in the end, he gets the nod for man.